Central. Today is Thursday, December 7th, day 5. I'm David Cano, and today I'm joined by Dylan Deasy and Anthony Sheldon from the rugby team. But before we get into that, before we get into today's interview, reminder, today after school there will be a BSU meeting in room 212. Okay guys, so welcome to the show. Obviously, glad to have you guys here. Can you guys just tell me a little bit about rugby for people that don't know the sport at all?
Yeah, it's kind of a mix of football and soccer. It's hard conditioning. It's kind of hard physically, but it's all backward passes. It's hard to go forward. You can't pass the ball forward. That's illegal. And what else? Am I missing anything?
Hard hitting.
Yeah, hard hitting. A lot of hard hits.
No pads?
Yeah, no pads.
Alright, perfect. So what positions do you guys play?
I play outside center.
And I play the 8-man, which is the
thank you.
So the 8-man, the 8-man is the back row of a scrum, which is a advantage play, which helps keep the flow of the game moving.
And what is your position?
It's kind of the mix of his position and then the wings. The wings are like the fast kids on the team. So like he's like closer to the heavy side, and the wings are like really light. I'm like in the middle between.
How did you guys first get into rugby here at Central?
So I actually my brother played here, and I was introduced to the sport by a friend who doesn't play anymore, but he brought me out to a practice, and I just fell in love with the sport.
Awesome.
Same with me. I got introduced by friends and family. My cousin played, and they begged me to play, and my parents wouldn't let me. And then finally one day they gave in and said yes, and let me go to a practice. And since then it's been great.
Just been off the races.
Exactly.
So how can people get involved or join with this coming up season?
Just come out to practice.
Yeah, practices every Monday and Wednesday, 5:30 here at Central. If you guys are interested, I mean, we have the coach's contacts too. You can reach out to us.
Email us.
Dave has contacts. So reach out.
So going off of that question, what are you guys doing in the off season to prepare for this tough season?
We're working on our speed and our strength. Last year we didn't do a lot of weightlifting before the season and during the season. So this year, us being able to lift in the weight room was really beneficial. And even though it's cold outside, we're on the field, and that's always good to get the rust off, so stuff like that.
Perfect. So, you guys are both seniors, so tell me a little about highlights from last year that really made the season for you guys individually.
Well, for me, it was 2 years prior. We had an upsetting rugby season, and we wanted to turn that around, and we did. So we went to the state playoffs this year, which was something we haven't done in a while. So I'm just ready to make a bigger impact this year.
Yeah. Same with me. I love making playoffs, and it's always fun. My favorite thing, there's not a lot of teams around here. You have to travel far, so the best part for me is traveling somewhere and beating at their home field.
You also injured a few players this year, didn't you?
I did. Rare injuries, though. Nothing to be worried about if you want to play.
If you play the right way, injuries don't happen. So
less concussions in football.
Yeah.
And soccer.
That is true. Soccer had tennis here. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on today.
Yeah,
thanks for talking to me, telling the people about rugby. So thanks for watching the Viking News Network. I'm David Cano. Have a great day.